We started a project this past January, and it was literally a thought just right there on the table. We took that project, and literally by the end of May, we were in production. It's a pretty impressive product. It is a very unique product to the United States market. It is a condensing boiler. It can be run off of propane, it can be run off natural gas. It was a joint project effort with one of our parent companies overseas in Europe. The boiler's now in the market. We started selling right around June 1st, and quite frankly, it's the largest growing segment in our boiler industry right now, which is the high efficiency condensing boilers. What we have here, this is a stainless steel heat exchanger. This is the lifeblood of this particular boiler unit. Overall, it's a aluminum heat exchanger, stainless steel, 316L. The way this works is overall you have the coils inside the heat exchanger. Water is actually flowing through those coils provided by a pump. Within this coil, basically you would put a burner, basically mixes the gas with air that provides the heat source to heat the water up. The water, once it's heated up, is now pumped into one of two ways. It's either pumped to what's called the combination unit, which is basically another heat exchanger that provides a heat source for your domestic hot water, your showers, your kitchen sink, things like that. Secondly, if you don't have that need for water at that moment in time, the unit will provide the hot water to your heating for your house. So your baseboards, it could be your radiant floor, those types of things. So the unit is really multi-purpose in that nature. Now the next most important part for this boiler is actually the blower and basically burner assembly. This basically device here actually takes the inlet of gas, whether it's natural gas or propane, draws in outside air and mixes that gas and air, and then it's ignited inside the heat exchanger to produce the heat. So overall what you have here, this assembly is actually right here. This is basically your blower assembly. Your gas goes in here, and then it draws in air on the other side of the blower. The air and gas mixture goes through this thing called a burner. This is an igniter, and basically there's an electric current going through here that basically produces a spark. This causes the entire flame around this entire burner assembly. That is inside here, which provides the heat source to produce the water that's in those coils. So what takes place at this station here is pretty critical. What you have two things here. You have the control and you have the gas valve. Okay? The gas valve is very, very important to the boiler's operation because it basically controls the flow of the gas as well as the pressure of the gas. The control basically is controlling how much gas flow you want to the boiler based on your demand for temperature, whether it's the hot water for the house or the hot water for the domestic hot water. Very important. The control, it actually recognizes the type of gas that you actually have going to the boiler. This is one of the only boilers in the U.S. market that has this technology. It's called gas adaptive technology. It recognizes whether a house has got propane or natural gas. Very important. Most boilers today, you pretty much have to make adjustments to the boiler based on the type of gas you're using for that boiler. This is one of the only boilers in the U.S. market that has this technology. As you can see, the gas valve, as we talked about in the previous station, here's your gas valve. Gas is coming through into the blower unit, as we discussed earlier, where it mixes with the air to cause that gas-air mixture going into the heat exchanger. So you can kind of see how the system is starting to put all the pieces together. The control is controlling both the gas valve as well as the blower unit. Very important. So you can start to see the system starting to come together to produce the end result of hot water for the house. This station primarily installs the pump for the unit. The pump's pretty important to how the unit functions, not only for delivering the water to the house, but keeping the unit safe. Straightforward, the pump goes here and here, provides water to not only the heat exchanger, but it'll also provide water to the secondary heat exchanger for your hot water, for your faucets, etc. Nice thing about this unit, these side panels allow for easy accessibility, like if you had to service the boiler, allows the operator to get right in there to fix it if you ever have a problem. We train contractors. If a contractor wants to know more about a Utica boiler, about a condensing boiler, they just got to call us. We will bring them right here. We have standard training sessions here for anybody who wants to learn how to install the boilers. It's pretty important because we feel that the growth of sales is through the installer, through the person that's out there on the ground trying to get a customer to buy a boiler. We want them to buy our products. So if I train them and they're knowledgeable, their homeowner's knowledgeable, they'll pick a Utica boiler any day of the week. The mayor has a slogan, Utica starts with you. Well, I'm going to tell you, Utica Boiler starts with you.